Good morning, Napsters. Happy Friday. So remember, today we're going to do a joke day Friday, virtual Friday, where period one is going to log in at 11 o'clock. Period three is going to log in at 11:20, and period four is going to log in at 11:40. I'm going to put the post and the code on your individual classroom, and look forward to having fun. So our lesson for the day is a bit of a puzzle. We're going to continue to do some of these puzzles because I think they're pretty cool. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do two sample problems with you, or I'm going to show you, and then you're going to do four on your own. These are pretty fun, so don't give up. I know that you can do them. Don't just look at them for 1 minute and say, "Oh, I can't do it." No, stick with it because these are pretty fun. Okay. So this is what the puzzle is going to look like. So this is like it's called a mobile. Like if you look up at a baby plays with them, I don't know if you know what that is, but the idea here is that we have two sides, right? So this side is balanced with this side. So it's like these things are hanging from a stick, and if they're nice like this, they're balanced. If one of them's pulling down, one side is heavier. But you can see that these sides are the same size. So we have a couple pieces of information. Number one, we know that the total weight of everything combined here is 8. And we know that the weight of this guy is 2. And we're trying to figure out what's the weight of this guy. So this is how I'm going to solve this problem. Here's a strategy you can use. Instead of just getting frustrated and giving up, not going to do that. We're going to use some strategies. So the strategy that I'm going to use is I'm going to write down what I know. Well, I know that this yellow trapezoid is worth 2, and this yellow trapezoid is worth 2. All right, so if this guy's worth 2 and this guy's worth 2, the total weight on this side is 4. Because it's 2 and 2. Now, what's the weight of this half moon have to be so that it's nice and balanced with that side? 4. So I would go down here and I would actually type in, this is a text box. So I would click in this text box here and I would delete them and I would hit 4. I know that that is worth 4. All right, so pretty fun, relatively easy on that one. So we're going to do one more together here. All right, now in this case, I don't know what the total weight is. Like you can see that big number is not up there. But since this line is nice and flat, that means that this side is exactly equal to this side. They're nice and balanced. See, they're balanced right on that point right there. If one was tipping one side, it'd be heavier, but they're not. They're exactly equal. So again, instead of saying, I don't know what to do this, I don't get it, let's use a strategy here. My strategy is to write down the information that they give me. Well, I know that an orange circle is 4. So I know that that's worth 4. I know that that's worth 4. I know that that's worth 4. And I know that that is worth 4. So what's the total weight of this side? 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 4 times 4, which is 16. So the total weight of this side is 16. So I know that if it's balanced, the total weight of this side has to equal 16. Well, let's look. We already have an orange circle, and we know that orange circle is 4. And I know I need to get this weight up to be 16. Okay, well, now I have to figure out how much one of these triangles weigh. And there's a couple different methods here, but let me just try some stuff. So I think that the blue triangle equals 3. Well, if that triangle is 3, this triangle has to be 3, right? If the same shape has to equal the same thing. So let's see if it's 3. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 3 is 10. Oh, I was supposed to get up to 16. That doesn't work. So do we give up after our first try? No, we try again. All right, so that was a little bit too light. So let's try maybe 5. Well, if this triangle is 5, the same triangle also has to be 5. The same shape equals the same amount. So now the weight would be 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 5 is 14. This side's supposed to equal 16. 5 and 5 is not enough. Let's get a little bit heavier. Well, what if each triangle equals 6? 4 plus 6 equals 10, plus 6 equals 16. Okay. So that gets me up to the 16 that I know balances this mobile. So I know that each triangle is 6. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to type in 6. You may have had your own method that was a little bit faster, but this writing it on the board and doing some guess and check works just perfectly. All right, so again, don't just give up. Let's put some work into it. We have some strategies here. Okay, so the remainder of these problems you are going to do, they're all pretty similar. You can do the same method. You might look at some of them and think, oh, that's too complicated. Slow down, write down what you know. So there's maybe 4 more here. I know you can do it. Take your time, work hard, and I will see you for Joke Friday. Adios, and see you soon.